What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Dynasty 253 podcast. My name is Chris, the Curse Commish, joined as always by Rob, Mr. Show Me Your Tets. And we're having another interview guest, and this is Robbie. Intentional pounding?
Intentional pounding, CDs, TDs, whatever you want to see.
Yeah, CDs, TDs. I forgot you changed that.
Yeah.
Which is funny because CD is on my team.
Yeah,
That's
but
all right.
we couldn't have the Bobby Booby Bowl if it didn't exist. So he has
Exactly.
to be CDs, TDs.
That's true. That is very true.
Not
So
that I've
welcome,
ever
buddy.
won the Bobby Booby Bowl,
Thanks.
but whatever.
Thanks. Glad to be here.
Oh yeah, we were talking about that before you joined us, Rob, about how you're undefeated. No,
Yeah,
you have not won
every time.
I have not won the Bobby Booby Bowl. Nope.
Mm-mm.
And I was favored both times. And the second time it was obvious because Robbie was last in the league and had gone on this little miracle
easy.
run to the end.
I'm genius. If you
I'm
look at it,
the ultimate sleeper. Could you imagine if we had already enacted the $100?
Yeah.
And Robbie had pulled that off. First pick and his money back.
Yeah. Well,
yeah, it was funny about
Robbie voted against it. Chris, no, you're not gonna pull that off. We'll say it first. I voted against that. Yeah, because he tries to make everybody look stupid. I know his game. I've known him since 6th, maybe 7th grade. We tried to.
How am I making anybody look stupid?
Because you were about
Robbie
to say
screwed himself out of $100.
Yes, I did.
I was going to point out that you were the only one that voted for it, but that's not making you look stupid. That's just what it was.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
it's the long game. Clearly, he was playing long games already. This is like when you scratch on the 8 and pool. You're like, oh, I guess I'm not very good.
Well, I mean, it worked out in my favor, in my opinion. I mean, I watched the podcast where you guys sat there and trashed this trade. Not both of you, but you trashed the trade about. And we're probably getting off the topic, but I just talk out the side of my head.
No, that's what this one's for.
Breece Hall and RJ Harvey. He's going to go for Jeremiah Love. We already know that's what he wants.
Yep.
That guy never showed me anything that he could take a hit in college. If he's wide open, he's moving down the field. Show me another freaking line that's going to give him a gap in the NFL that way. I think you shit the bed on this one, Chris. And I appreciate the hell out of you not watching college football. I appreciate that.
I was going to say that was my take too. So I thought he got took on that for sure.
He picks up huge large yardage when the guards are pulling.
Well, let's see here. Is RJ Harvey starting in Denver this year?
It won't matter. Everybody gets hurt. This turf monster is eating everybody's ankles. We don't have at least a good run half the season.
So if nothing else, J.K. Dobbins if he comes back as the one, he's still going to be gone in 8 games.
Yeah,
that's fine. I'll need him for more than 8 games.
Breece Hall is mad. Breece Hall is
running
mad. He is so mad they franchised him. He is mad. You better watch out. 2,700 yards. I'm calling it.
He's on display.
Ooh, you're going 2,700 yards. You're calling it?
I think he's going to get some serious. I think he's going to get some serious sticky hands. I think he's going to go out there, catch some passes out of the backfield more than he's ever done before. I think he wants to show him like, hey, I'm here. You're going to pay me to be here. You're going to franchise me. Guess what? I'm going to make my stock go through the roof. And somebody like Dallas, the all-Mecca team, is going to be like, I want that guy. Hide and watch. Franchise tags are for losers.
They don't usually work out well.
Mm-mm.
Yeah. We'll see what happens. We'll let it play
it's
out.
a time will tell deal, but I agree with Robbie. I'm in the same boat. I definitely thought you got hosed on that one.
Well, I just only because like everybody knew where I was going. If I was going to maintain that number one, Jeremiah Love was who I was going to go for. Like hands down, best pick in the draft by far. If that's what you need, right? I mean, some of these guys are stacked on running backs like no other, but I wasn't fortunate. Last year I was like, hey, I got a diamond in the rough. I'm gonna pick up Scatterboo late, right? And I love every one of us. I don't care what anybody says, loves the running style. It's not sustainable, but we love the running style.
Oh, through the wall head first?
Yeah, my biggest concern was injury. Well, I traded him, and 3 games later, look at the injury, right?
Yeah.
So that was lucky, and I kind of thought, Rachaad White was going to really pull off and show up this year. And Alvin Kamara has always been a pretty good workhorse for everybody, and they just did not show up.
Yeah.
So that's where my curse was 2 good running backs. Chris
Rachaad
gave
White
me
got traded though, right, Chris?
Yes, Rashad White's not there
He's
anymore.
in Washington, isn't he?
Washington, yeah.
That's a great landing spot.
Which, ironically, now a lot of the mock drafts I've seen have Jeremiah Love going to Washington at 7.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I've been seeing the same thing, bro. Yeah.
Yep.
No.
Yeah.
I still think he should go to Tennessee.
He's going to Tennessee. They're not smart enough.
They have a decent offensive line, but he would be the bell cow in Tennessee.
Yeah. And then they can use Pollard to just catch passes like he's supposed to be. And I'm pretty sure they've made their decision on Tajay Spears. So
you mean
if they,
no ACLs?
No, I'm saying
no ACL Spears.
If he was going to be the guy, he'd have been the guy.
Yep.
So I still think Tennessee's going there. Mock drafts are just trying to shake us up. Don't worry about it. You'll see one that'll have David Bailey going 1 or something, like whatever.
Arvell Reese going 1.
Yeah, there you go. Like,
I mean, we can already tell how screwed mock drafts are. Somebody in this chat right now put Kenyon Sadiq to the Chargers.
You know what?
Let's go. You got to love
the problem was there's always a shakeup in the draft, Chris. There's always like that one pick that everybody goes, whoa. And we hadn't done that yet.
The more I think about the Chargers, I think if the guard Ione from Penn State is gone, Chargers need to trade out because they only have 5 picks. Trade out of the first.
Ione is probably the best one they could get. But like, because you had gone down and grabbed pretty late.
Well, I was going to grab Pregnon.
Yeah, Pregnon's pretty
guard
far
out of
down,
Oregon.
though. If you can trade into the second early and get Pregnon, yeah, it'd be pretty cool.
Get more draft capital. Yeah.
Yep.
That's what I'm thinking. But anyway, I think it was a decent trade. I wanted that one solid young running back.
To go with your other one solid young running back?
No, I have Genty, I have Love.
Yeah, Genty's the one other solid
You're
young
acting
running
like
back.
that's not a gold mine. Like
yeah. Oh, and if they don't work out, I'll just keep CMC in the lineup.
Well, let's say you got Genty at the Raiders and they just go out and spend $105 million securing a line so the guy can split it. Yep. We know what he can do. We know what he can do. Unlike Jeremiah Love in college, he can shake the tackle and he can move on down the field. Genty is that guy.
Jeremiah Love to me reminds me of Jahmyr Gibbs. He's not a between the tackles runner. He's got the speed.
That's valid.
He's got the speed. You get him in an outside zone scheme and he'll be just fine.
But he plays for Notre Dame. He's never been hit in the mouth. Get your ass down to the SEC and get yourself popped a few times, and let's see if you still got that same running style.
He said, "Come play real football."
Hook 'em.
I'm not even playing, Chris. You all got to see, like, okay, so our local high school is a feeder for some of these SECs, and they take like 1 or 2 or maybe 3 of these kids a year, right? Yeah. These kids dwarf me. They're 17 years old. They're gigantic. I walk on the field like those are grown men.
Yep.
And then only 3 of them make it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to it.
Big boy ball down here.
It's just a different makeup. He's very finesse. He's got a lot of finesse. No, I can't take that away from him. Like when he's got the vision down the field, he's got a lot of finesse to shake defenders off, further on down the field, but he's got to be able to get there. And the NFL is so much faster than Notre Dame.
Yep. Like I said, Jahmyr Gibbs.
Yeah, but Jahmyr Gibbs has proved himself.
Yeah.
He didn't when he first came out, though.
Yeah, but the Lions went ahead and traded the other guy because they trust him that much.
Well, yes, after 3 years, yes.
Well, how long should it take to develop in the NFL?
Time will tell.
Darnold.
Time will tell. Time will tell. I think it's a good trade for both of us. I was happy with it.
Yeah, let's go with that.
I was happy with it. Plus, getting a second-round pick in next year's draft, that works.
Yeah. You're going to trade that. Yeah. Shut up.
Yeah, I'm going to end up with that pick before the end of the season.
You want your pick back?
Oh, I'll get it. Yeah.
Okay. We'll see about that.
Anyways, because he's holding these grudges,
you know me. So let's get into the actual interview part.
Okay, let's go.
All right, Robbie. One of my oldest friends. We've known each other since I think the summer before 7th grade.
Great. Yeah, man.
So Pee Wee football is where we met before we went into 7th grade. Known you a long time. I'm happy you joined the league. You're one of the first people I reached out to see if you wanted to join. So
happy you did, man. This is an awesome league. Like, I like it. We just, the amount of banter that goes back and forth, like how much you talk about Puka Nacua, like he's the next coming of Jerry Rice, is the funniest crap I've ever heard in my life.
I've never said that.
Oh man, you stick up for this
Jesus
dude all the time.
My
look, I'm not sure he bit that lady, okay? I don't know if he bit her. I'm gonna wait.
I'm not gonna. No. All I said is I'm not gonna call him a piece of shit. Jesus. All right, Jimmy.
Listen. You know, the way I treat Rashee Rice is the opposite of how you treat Puka Nacua. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, he's great though. I mean, ideally, if he's on my roster, he's starting every week too. Like, he's good. He's good. But like this worshiping, like he's the second coming of Jerry Rice, like that's just ridiculous.
No. Nobody's the second coming of Jerry Rice. But if you look at our chat, everybody seems to think JSN is.
I mean, he's good at football, though. He's real good at football.
Puka's better.
He's good with Sam Darnold throwing to him. So let's just call. I mean, this is Sam Darnold throwing to him.
Puka's better.
Puka got Matthew Stafford.
Yeah, I'd be better too.
Puka's still better.
Matthew Stafford's better than Steve Young.
True.
So think about how good Puka Nacua's got it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Sam Darnold, I mean, you could say Super Bowl winning quarterback, but like the Panthers didn't want him.
No, but you also got to remember, look, like I said in the chat, who's playing alongside JSN?
Right now?
The Wash Cooper Cup and nobody.
Shaheed?
Puka's got to deal with Devontae.
So Devontae has reduced his role. He knows exactly who he is now. He's like, you need a first down or you need a touchdown. Outside of that,
that's what I'm saying. Could you imagine if Puka had half of the touchdowns that Devontae had?
But doesn't Devontae respect like a whole lot more from a corner? Like, so say we put a washed up Cooper Kupp back in that team and then we take Devontae out. Does as much attention get put onto Cooper Kupp as does Devontae Adams? Because Devontae Adams somehow is timeless and can still pull stuff off that young wide receivers can't do. And then he's just like, just limit me. I don't need to play that much, but I'm going to come out and get 15 touchdowns, something like that, with like 600 yards. So I think Devontae gets a lot more attention. It actually probably helps Puka, I would say, more than anything.
I will put it this way. They are both good. They're both good
Puka?
wide receivers.
Oh, certainly.
Yes, they're both great wide receivers. I prefer Puka. Whoa. That's just where it is. I prefer Puka. You look at his stats over the course of his career, I prefer Puka.
But are we like 2 years into JSN?
3.
3 years into JSN. I mean, it's really hard to look at a career.
You're in 3 years with Puka.
With Matthew Stafford.
Hey, one has a ring and one doesn't.
There's that point, huh? But just keep in mind, the only reason that one doesn't have a ring is because the other one took it from him.
Yeah, cool, man.
I'll be as smart as Chris. Don't worry about it.
I know. Oh, I know you are. We go back and forth all the time. It doesn't bother me.
Yep.
Like,
Robbie and
I've been going back and forth since 7th grade. It doesn't bother me.
Yeah, but so just legitimately on the conversation, it kind of came up like, what did JSN do in the Super Bowl, right? And it's like, this goes back to the quarterback conversation because JSN was going to run for 80 yards if Sam Darnold had just seen him. He overthrew him super bad. There was nobody back there. He would have been a major factor early on.
But we can play all the what ifs. What if he caught this? What if Sam Darnold did this?
That's not
what if the Seahawks had run the ball on the 1? Like, there's all the
we go in there. What if we had just recovered the onside? Let Jordy Nelson catch the ball. Anyway.
There's all what ifs. All I'm going off of statistics.
No, he drew double coverage all game long. Kenneth Walker gets out in the open field so much because he's drawing people back. I mean, he did his role. Maybe Sam Darnold needs a little bit better vision down the field, but man, I don't know, man. JSN drew that double coverage.
Go ahead.
Let's forget careers for a minute. Who has a better season coming up? Who do you think is going to have a better season? Yeah, Puka
between
or
Puka and Jason? Puka.
Okay.
Puka's going to have a better year.
Puka, 100%.
So.
All right, well, let's see that one then.
If they both stay healthy, play 17 games.
Assume that the question assumes they all stay healthy.
Yeah, if they both stay.
Well, Puka got broken 8 games, so clearly.
Yeah.
No, not that.
Yeah, if they both stay healthy, Puka will have a better season.
Okay, that'll be interesting to watch. Now we know what to watch for.
I'll put that out there.
I believe so too, because Puka wants that JSN money.
That's real money. Holy crap, that's real money.
He'll get it. But all right, so get back into this.
All right, here we go.
We haven't even gotten to the military background of you guys here.
What?
So
we don't even need to go down that road. That's a 2.5 hour podcast.
I say that's stories you don't want in public.
No.
All right,
get banned from YouTube.
Tell us a little bit about yourself. Let's tell them. I know about you. Tell everybody else about yourself. family, kids, what you do for work, whatever.
Yeah, live the best life, man. I got 4 awesome kids. 3 daughters, 23, about to be 24. All of my daughters are born in June 16th, June 21st, and June 29th, all 3 years apart. All absolutely gorgeous and hell on wheels when they put their head to something, man, they are freaking awesome. My 23-year-old, she's an esthetician and a waxer, living her best life with her boyfriend right down the road from us. It's freaking awesome.
My goddaughter.
Yep. My 20-year-old, about to be 21, Shelly, she's freaking amazingly talented at singing and playing the bass. They got a band playing all over the Bay Area, that scream punk stuff, and her boyfriend is just freaking awesome too.
Send me that link, Robbie.
I will, but let me finish talking first. Yeah, man, it's freaking awesome.
No, I'm going to interrupt you because I'm going to forget.
Yeah. But it's freaking awesome. Like just watching them thrive right there. And then, of course, my 17-year-old, she's a senior in high school, living her best life. She's the cheer and stunt captain. She's got herself a ride to Vanguard University down in Costa Mesa, California. She's going to go be part of their stunt team. So I'm going to have a D2 college athlete leaving home this year. Going to be bittersweet. And then, man, I got my 10-year-old son. Man, this dude is the coolest little homie ever. Goes with me everywhere. We do everything. He wants to be part of the league so bad. He wants to learn how to play fantasy football. He's always talking crazy. Plays Madden upstairs, man. Just living his best life. And just totally awesome. Just celebrated my 25th wedding anniversary. Lindsay and I have been married. We got married March 4th of 2001 before the world went crazy, right? So she's been with me as long as a little bit longer. No, less time than I've been a Cowboys fan. And I am unapologetically a Cowboys fan. See, growing up in Southern California, what do you have? Right? I mean, he ended up a Chargers fan. So, there's some mental retardation there, right? We already know that, right? So, like, nobody is a Chargers fan, right? So, I was fortunate
those of us that are true stick with
it. Yeah. So we, and not to be politically incorrect, because that was a very hateful thing to say, but we go back a long way before the world went soft. I moved to Texas. Unfortunately, I got to leave my friends behind. I moved to Texas my junior year of high school. At the end of my junior year of high school, I moved to Texas and go to one of the powerhouse football schools in the country, South Lake Carroll High School. You don't get any better than South Lake Carroll. You say right down the street, you got people. Well, Quinn Ewers is playing in the NFL. He's a product of South Lake Carroll. Just so you know that's that kind of school, right? You can say whatever you want about Quinn Ewers. That dude leaves as a junior, goes to Ohio State, says, "I thought I was starting." Says, "No, I'm going to Texas." Like, that's awesome right there, right? So I moved to Texas. I get to play football out there and really never really settled down with a team, right? Chris and I were all into sports growing up. Like, everything was sports. Everything was a jersey. Everything was a hat. Everything was a fit that we were looking for. Loved watching Steve Young and loved watching Joe Montana win Super Bowls, but nobody cares about the Niners, bro. Nobody cares about the Niners except the bandwagoners, right? Raiders, who need I say more, right? It's the Raiders. Nobody cares about them. Not even Oakland cares about them, right? And so you just can't. I never would have thought Chris was going to be a Chargers fan. Like, you could have told me anything. I would have thought he would have been an Atlanta Falcons fan or something along those lines, right?
I like those colors.
Yeah, me too. I think we all do. But getting down to it, man, my very first NFL experience is I got to go see the Cowboys play. When I was young, like when I was a senior in high school, I got to go see the Cowboys play, and I got to experience that. I have a whole theory of why the Cowboys have not been back, and we'll cover that in a little bit. Why the Cowboys can't make it back, because when you screw the league screws you back.
Whoa.
Watch every fourth quarter of every football game the Cowboys are in and see just how many flags get tossed for crap they don't throw all game. You'll see what I'm talking about. But fell in love with the Cowboys. Not only the Cowboys cheerleaders, but the fans were absolutely awesome. We're talking the days of Emmett. I mean, come on, man. You watch that man run. You watch that man run on that turf. You watch Jay Novacek come out of the backfield and smash people in the secondary. Like, come on, man. Like it doesn't get any better than that. My family all of my family is Steelers fans. So obviously I couldn't be a Steelers fan. No respect there. Right. And the Cowboys just fit. The Cowboys just fit, and I have loved watching the Cowboys ever since, man. So people say what they want. Dez caught that. We should have another ring. We should be at 6.
Hey,
Dez
man,
caught that.
Your former coach said he didn't catch it. I was there.
Nobody asked him anything. His red hair got in the way. Sun got in his eyes. Whatever. That's why he's an analyst and no longer a coach. Get out of here. You know what I mean? Like when Jerry Jones don't even want you. I mean, hell, he hired Bum Phillips, dude. Come on. So yeah, man, living my best life. So I due to health reasons, I was a career firefighter. Made it all the way up to fire chief, chemical industrial plant fire chief for a major chemical plant. Some health things really hit me really hard a couple of years back. Almost took my life. Cancer and a stroke is nothing to joke about. Yep. Fought through it, got myself back up, got myself loving life again. So now I'm a healthcare protection officer for a huge hospital out here in California, working for a consulting company. Loving every minute. I actually love it more than firefighting, if you can believe that. Always been a fighter, love to fight, man, and just doing what we do, trying to make things happen.
That's freaking awesome, man.
And I had some more questions up here, but I totally forgot to charge my laptop. You know what I'm saying? So I'm on my iPad. It's like, hey, it's about to die, and then it died. So
that's fine. I'll run you through it. We got you.
All right.
We got you.
It wouldn't have died if we didn't have to wait so long for Rob.
That's my fault. Sorry, guys. That one's on me.
Yeah.
Well, you explained why you're a Cowboys fan, and we won't knock you too hard for being a Cowboys fan. We'll just do that in the chat after it's over.
All right.
So you say you're liking the league. What do you like most about the league?
Man, I love the banter back and forth, to be honest. Like one thing, let's start with what I don't like. All right,
let's cool.
I understand Rob. I don't like Rob. Let's start why. Right. So here I am. I send you a very good trade. It sits in your trade box for a week and a half. And I understand your birthday's going around and all this stuff. So I'm giving you some time, but not even a counter offer coming back. You straight reject that. Like, who does that to another grown ass man? Make this make sense.
I did it to Rob last week.
Not like, hey, I'm looking at your team. You can't beat me. I'm giving you the opportunity for 2 draft picks to pick something up. So you can try to start beating me, and you straight reject.
I hate
that part of this league. I hate that part of this league. There's not enough emphasis on the trades. I don't think there's enough research and looking. To be honest, I don't think there's enough research. If somebody's throwing a trade at you, they're looking at what your possible needs are, and you're not looking back. Right? Oh, yeah. I like this player. He's great. Yeah, like Christian McCaffrey going to die this season. Like something's going to break really bad on him, and he's not going to be salvageable. Right? Everybody hated that trade when you got him. Everybody hated it. Right?
Yeah, I know.
It actually activated the trade veto for a little while.
Yeah, it did, because it's like, hold on, commission, what are you doing? Telling him that he's going to have to pay $150 next year to be part of the league? Well, I mean, like, what are you doing? But now it makes sense, right? You were looking, they were looking, what their needs were, and I think we missed that a lot, right? In this league, I think we missed that a lot. Like there's not enough trading going on. We have way too much bench depth. Yeah. In order to not be doing trades. To be lazy in the off season, like Rob was, is absolutely unacceptable. Just put it out there, you know what I mean?
No, I mean, and that's one of those things we're definitely working on with, changing the taxi squads, we'll change some rosters. But no, and that's the thing, like with trading for me is, to me, too many people think like, I'm not getting the best player, so I'm not going to win this trade, so I'm not going to trade. It's like, well, why don't we look at what you need, look at what I need, and make something work?
Or nothing hurts more than like, a lot of y'all love to give away these draft picks, right? Like, hey, I'm going to give you this and this for this so that I can be really, really good this year. But this is a dynasty league, right? I'm in a keeper league too. That was one of the questions that was on there. Like, I'm in 2 leagues. My keeper league I love because you get to keep 3 players.
Yep.
So the guy that has Puka Nacua this year, that's loving Puka Nacua, may end up with JSN next year, and his argument's the same thing. Now JSN's the best thing ever. So am I going to keep him this year? I love the keeper league mentality, right? I think some dynasties should be a little bit more like keeper. Like, hey, you get to keep your starting lineup, but everybody else has to go, right? Like, and don't get back in there. Like, these are things that I'm looking at. Like, the keeper league makes so much sense because of what you're trying to build. I have arguably 3 of the best tight ends in the NFL right now, right? Tyler Warren, Kittle, that's arguable. We'll see how he comes back, right?
I would still say you're right.
But if we saw anything in a backup of Jake Tongas, that dude is legit, bro. For being 4 years in the league, backing up Kittle, he can man up on anybody in that secondary. The linebackers cannot touch him. So I love being tight end heavy. The tight ends can change the game. Tight end, if you can't get the ball down the field to JSN, if you can't get it down to Puka, you damn sure can hit it in the short.
Yep.
Right. And you can spread that field. So before you know it, you may not be able to move that ball down the field, but if you've got a tight end that's always steady, that's 6, 7, 8 catches that you're getting. And now that we're going to start adding that first down percentage, when we start getting points for first downs, bro, who gets more first downs than tight ends? Not very many people. So I love to be tight end heavy. Well, some of y'all, some tight end sour, man. You guys have the worst tight ends out there. You don't want to trade for tight ends. They're up on the trading block, knowing that first downs are coming and not trying to have an off-season conversation. What kind of manager are you?
Ooh,
who manages their team like that? Like there's trade bait sitting there and you're like, oh, well, I don't really know what the rules are. So I'm going to pretend like I know what it is. And then I'm not going to trade. You know what I mean? That's kind of frustrating, but other than that, what I like about it, I'm done bitching about it, but what I like about it, right? What I like about it is the banter that goes back and forth, right? Tell me a team, a league, like Chapin is one of my favorite ass humans because he is on your ass, Rob, every minute of every day. I love this dude. Never met him. Love this dude. Like, stay on him.
He's a good time.
Stay on him. Yeah. Like just listening to those things go back and forth and watching those things. Cause I don't respond to a whole lot, right? I work 10-hour shifts. By the time I come back, there's 94 comments and whatever I've got to put in later is just going to be like, what the hell Robbie talking about?
Yeah.
And I know you can click on it and respond to that, but when it loses its funny after 5 minutes, you know what I mean? Like it loses its funny. So it's not even worth putting out there, but no, the banter back and forth. I love that. I love the fact that like Key, I would have never put his team as good as it was this season. Looking at it at the beginning of the season, I would have never put it that good. But he somehow manipulated a way to have a team that was so consistent that he was great. He had a really good team. I mean, so I like seeing that kind of thing. Like I really thought at the beginning of the season I was going to be a top 5 team, right? I really did. And then I don't know what happened. My running backs never showed up. They never showed up, right? And so, my tight end showed up every week.
Yeah.
But I have to have something to counter that, right? Every time I have to watch this stupid ass podcast. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, oh, they talking shit about Robbie again. Oh, Robbie's gonna lose. Oh, well, Robbie's playing. Okay, moving right along. I'm like, hey, I'm actually watching this. I'm one of the 7, right? I'm actually watching
one of the 7.
About me. So come on.
We've gotten like 33 or something,
That's just me on replay.
Right.
Trying to boost numbers.
Yeah, but
watch
I'm like,
it on different devices.
I mean, the hard part for me is like I have 1 Super Bowl winning and 2 Super Bowl appearing quarterbacks.
Yep.
Right. I got Brock Purdy and I got Patrick Mahomes. So every week I should have over 25 points. Every week I should have over 25 points at the quarterback position. So what happened to Patrick Mahomes this year before he got hurt?
That was wild, right?
Like he's not connecting with anything. right? And I don't care if you put Isaiah Pacheco back there with. I don't give a dang who you put back there with them. You got to connect that ball down the field if you're in an Andy Reid offense. So I don't know what happened with him, but when I have to lean on Brock Purdy over Patrick Mahomes to take the helm of my team, I knew I was in trouble at that moment. And some of y'all got like 5 quarterbacks. You don't have a damn tight end to put points up on your team, but you got 5 quarterbacks and you will not trade. Like, what's wrong with you?
Like, I do wonder why they're so quarterback heavy keeps. I hold on to Aaron Rodgers because me and him go back a long ways.
That's nostalgia. Nostalgia.
It's nostalgia, and I'm going to hold him till he retires. And but yeah, it's like 1 or 2, 3 max. But you'll see some that have like quite a few, and you're like, you have 2 really good quarterbacks. You might try to acquire like a not so good quarterback and another great player to someone that needs a quarterback
or a draft pick,
or a draft pick.
And that's one of those things. Like I had talked before about, Rob and I have talked about doing like a super flex league because that makes quarterbacks more valuable. No one's
super valuable.
No one's really giving much for a quarterback. Like they're just not in a single quarterback league.
Yeah.
Like no matter how good they are. I mean, except for the whole Josh Allen, Bijan Robinson straight up trade thing
happened.
But other than that, like, you gonna trade for Lamar? Are you gonna give up starting running back for Lamar? Probably not. Not in a 1 quarterback league. And give up a starting receiver for him? No, not in a 1 quarterback league. So that's
hold on. If somebody wants to trade Lamar Jackson for Rashee Rice, Michael, call me. I will make that trade. I will not ignore it for a week and a half.
But just in general, like with a single quarterback league, that's one of those things you run into where people are going to hog quarterbacks. The only other way around that is to institute like a roster limit of how many you can have.
Yeah, that's a very valid point, right? But then we start running into other issues. Some people love to run their running backs in that WRT spot.
Yep.
So they got 2 running backs. And they want to put 2 running backs in WRT. Like me, I love to be heavy on the tight ends in the WRT spot, right? Yep. That flex position is hard if you're hell bent on thinking that your theory is going to work out. Now, being the worst player in the league, I don't think anybody should take my theory for anything, right? But when it was time to turn it on, I was the best of the worst.
Yeah, I mean, you ran the gauntlet.
Mm-hmm.
You were in the punishment game and then went, like, I got a bye week.
Mm-hmm.
And I lost.
I got smoked by Robbie.
Got smoked. Booby Bowl 0-2.
Is that 6? No.
I don't want to talk about our entire history, Robbie. Don't go there.
I'm talking. This is.
I know. I've never beat you.
You've never beat me.
Never.
Nope.
Because you don't respond to trades.
Hey, only yours do I ignore. I told James no first thing this morning.
Oh, okay. Lucky bastard.
Yep. Yeah.
So
for all time.
We already 30 minutes into this, and we haven't even got to one of the best questions I thought you actually typed up, and I know you stole this from the internet. One of your questions is, because you're a Cowboys fan, does that have effect on how you draft your team?
That was gonna be getting there.
Yeah. So I want to put this one out front. I have Jaden Blue on my team just for the fact he has a star on his helmet. And I think at some point he's going to be something. Okay. But there was opportunities for CD Lamb. There was opportunities for trade for Pickens. There was a lot, like, nobody really wants to have Pickens on their team because we don't know when the next temper tantrum is going to be.
Right.
We don't know when I'm going to take my ball and go home, or I'm going to drop this route on purpose and hopefully the coach sits me down. Right. We don't know when that is. We saw it happen in Pittsburgh.
Yep.
Yeah.
So nobody really wants him on their team. But just because he wears the star doesn't mean I'm going to follow him. Right. Now, somebody wants to say Javonte Williams. Hey, Robbie, I want to trade you out. I'm going to trade you out. Whatever. Right. I want Patrick Mahomes. I'm going to give you Javonte Williams. I'm going to be like, on it.
Yeah.
I see genius in this guy. I see brilliance in his running. I mean, arguably one of the top 5 running backs in the league to me, right? Just watching and understanding the line that he's got to bust through and how we have not been able to separate those defenses like we have in the past, and him still getting over 1,000 yards. That's impressive to me. So Yes and no, it does. But I mean, I went the same route for Breece Hall.
Yeah.
I could have given the number 1 overall for Javonte Williams and somebody else and probably got it.
Right.
But I decided to go Breece Hall. To me, is the beast of the league, and if he could ever get somebody to give him a hole, it's over.
Mm-hmm.
So
I like Breece.
Mm-hmm.
I traded for Breece after the first year, in the first year of the league. I've held him because I've liked him. I just don't like the Jets.
I just knew that if I didn't go try to get him, if you and I didn't have that conversation when we had it, I was banking on a no franchise tag being put on that guy. I was hoping instead of Brian Robinson Jr. going to the Falcons that he was going to be down there at the Falcons as their bell cow. I was praying for that, and it didn't happen. He got franchised. He's stuck up there with the loser squad of the century. I mean, I would much rather watch a Browns game than a Jets game. The Jets are that bad.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you could going back and just listening to all the other podcasts. And Rob, how many times have I talked about Breece Hall needs to go to Kansas City? Breece Hall needs to go to Washington. Breece Hall needs to go to Dallas. He needs to go anywhere else but the Jets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All last season, the year before.
I know when the trade deadline came up, you're like, come on.
Yeah. Oh, I was praying hard, and I'm not a religious man. I was praying, but yeah,
I was really hoping that he ended up with the Bears. If I'm being honest, I was hoping they could have done something to put him behind the Chicago line.
That would have been nice.
I would have lost my mind.
So much. You would have. Yeah, we would have had you on suicide watch. I understand. I don't care. He'd have looked so good with that Chicago.
That squad is good. It sucks to say it.
They are.
That's a good squad.
Their quarterback's trash.
I don't respect him, but
I don't either. Yeah, because the team that he's got around him, I believe. He's a good game manager. He is not a good game caller.
I have a hard time thinking of him as like any kind of an elite quarterback or game changer, so to speak.
Because he's from USC.
Well, there's that too.
Whoa, watch it.
No, he's from USC.
We got a running back from USC, and he ain't played football for 3 years.
Yeah.
Well, that was your fault.
That school sucks.
Mm-hmm.
Reggie Bush is from USC. That's all I got to say.
Carson Palmer, Matt Leinart.
Never heard of him.
You going to name a champion anytime soon?
Look, Matt Leinart is on commercials making fun of how his football career didn't pan out.
That's
Marcus
literally
Allen,
what he does now.
Drake London.
Drake London's good. Marcus Allen's really good.
USC back in the day.
Amon-Ra
St. Brown.
That's true. I forgot about that one. He's real good.
Junior Seau.
He's really good. I love Junior Seau. Was a good time.
You just have to put your Charger plug in there. Like, three good players ever came out of the Chargers, and he's like, got to name one. Better hurry up.
Name him.
Yeah,
the best Charger ever was Drew Brees. So, or Eli Manning.
Dan Fouts was right up there with you.
Fouts, LT,
yeah, LT,
Junior Seau. Yeah, no.
Yeah. LT was a great jet.
LT was a great jet. Jerry Rice was a great Seahawk too,
and a Raider.
And a Raider.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah,
and a Raider. Yeah. You always forget where these players go later in life.
I did think it was funny though, Robbie. You said that about Pickens, the whole "take my ball and go home." That was a huge factor in why I traded him. I was like, I know this guy's potential, and he's in a great spot.
I really think had you put him on the trading block, you'd have got a lot more.
Yeah, it's possible.
Because he does balance CeeDee Lamb so well. Like what do you do if you got these two lining up? What do you do? I don't care if you're the Seattle Seahawks. What do you do in this situation? Like they balance each other so well if they can keep their egos in check. And CD does not have a problem with ego. I don't think he does. Pickens going to have a serious problem when you get franchised as a WR2, bro. You are so screwed. You're getting WR2 money. Now the incentives look good, right? Like the incentives are there, so you really can't go be an ass on the field right now because you're not going to get your paydays, right? So the incentives are okay, but bro, you got franchises at WR2 behind CeeDee Lamb. You're never going to live that down in the league. If I'm a trash talking cornerback, bro, that is all I'm telling you all day long. Like, hey man, you the afterthought, kid. That's all I'm going to be talking about.
Nobody wants you.
Yeah.
Your franchise. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah. So I don't know, man. That's rough on Pickens. I loved everything he did for us last year. He really showed out. I thought he was gonna. I thought he deserved to go somewhere as a WR1. I really did.
Yeah.
But that's not how the cards played, and I think Jerry was playing a really good hand on that. So
he's a hell of a player. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. Pickens is a hell of a wide receiver.
Oh yeah, really talent-wise, absolutely. Talent-wise, absolutely good.
The draft where the Packers took Christian Watson, Pickens was like, I was like, is there a way we can get them both? And if not, George Pickens was the one I wanted. And Christian Watson's like one of my favorite players. But I was like, dude, when he played at Georgia, I was like, my God, this guy can ball.
Yeah, Georgia. I hate Georgia.
That adds up.
Carson Beck in his 15th year in college.
Yeah, but he's in Miami now.
Yeah, he doesn't count.
Yeah. He got his ass kicked there too.
Yeah, he did.
Yep.
By the Disney kid.
Into that game.
So this isn't on the show sheet, but I got to ask this, both of you are here. What are your thoughts on the Micah Parsons trade?
Love it. It just proved. Look at this free agency, man. We got Quinnen Williams. We got a draft pick. You got broke down Micah Parsons. We just took Rashawn Gary. Tell me we didn't step up. So I heard people talking about this. And I'm going to talk while y'all listen because this is awesome, right? We heard all the trash talk about how stupid Dallas was for letting Micah Parsons go until the cards unfold. Our defense is pretty damn solid after that free agency. We got 2 first-round draft picks. We picked up P.J. Locke. Our defensive secondary, okay, we can get by Diggs. You know what I'm saying? Like, bye. Yeah, we don't. All the pieces that we were failing in the third and fourth quarter where those balls were getting dropped in at 22, 25 yards down the field, getting those 3rd and 18s getting picked up over the top of us that just made us look absolutely ridiculous. Bro, Micah Parsons is a great edge rusher, and he can play anywhere on the line. But when you sit down in an interview with Myles Garrett and say, I can do what y'all can do, bro, no, you can't. Nobody can do what Myles Garrett does right now.
No.
But you think you're elite, which is what you brought to that locker room, and then you showed your ass on the field every time, and then you limped off the field after you got ran over. Bye. Have fun in Green Bay. You are going to do so good up there with that stupid cheese on your head. Period.
Hey.
Full stop.
Hi. Jealous we get to take snacks in. Have you seen the cheese ad? I'll go grab one. I'm telling you, this thing was well thought out. It doesn't have just the head hole. It's got 3 individual holes in it. So you got your nacho bowl in the middle, then you put your 3 beers in there so you can walk back to your seat. Tell me you guys have anything like that.
No.
Jealous.
We don't.
No.
But I really want to see this. I want to see it in action. I want to see you drunk bastards walking back to your seats with 3 beers and a nacho.
I did that at the Steelers game, and these people were like, holy shit. I was like, what? And they're like, that's incredible. I've got 3 24-ounce beers in my hat, plus my food.
That's freaking amazing.
I'm like, yeah. They're all like this.
Yeah.
Trying to hold everything with the chips on their chest. Silly. Yeah. That terrible towel don't hold shit.
It doesn't. All it does is wipe away the eye tears.
I was just about to say that too. Wipes away the tears.
My opinion on the whole thing. Yeah. I don't love giving up 2 first-rounders. I loved Kenny Clark. Rashawn Gary, I mean, good pickup for you guys. I've always had questions. He's really played more as a potential player than like all the way through. Maybe change of scene helps him. I loved Micah Parsons at first, but the problem I had was we didn't answer the questions, and we made a big push to go become a Super Bowl team. We ended up in the exact same spot. So we lost 2 first-round picks. We got, like you said, broke dick Micah Parsons. And we have, I mean, you're picking what, 22nd, 15, something like that? I don't remember because we gave it away. But we have no first-round picks for 2 years, right? We didn't get any better. And now in free agency, we've gotten worse.
Yeah.
So overall, this has not panned out for us. There's no draft to look forward to. I don't know what the move is. There was this whole big chatter rumor we were going to go after Jalen Carter, And then some of the moves we made in the offseason would have made sense, and we haven't really done anything. We brought in a couple other people. But in general, yeah, I think I've been not shy about this, but Brian Gutekunst makes terrible decisions. So if he thought that was a good trade, it probably wasn't that great of a trade. And the thing is, too, at the time, it was like, okay, let's see how this pans out. And then looking back on it now, 2020 vision, it's like, I don't know how this benefited us. I know how it's hurt us.
Yeah.
So if it's like, what's my overall grade on the trade? Like if Michael Parsons comes back healthy, cool. This is a B. But overall, like right now, if he doesn't come back, if he's not the same, if he can't cut like he did before, we have a serious problem on our hands.
Yeah.
Well, even if he can cut like he did before, by the third quarter, he's gassed anyway.
Well, that's because he does all the work and everyone else does nothing. But yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, I'm just being honest. When you're running left side, and then he lines up in the linebacker, he's putting his helmet in there a lot, right? He's getting there. But you got 4 quarters to play. And every time he's out there in the third and fourth quarter, he's gassed on the sideline. When it matters, he's gassed on the sideline.
Too much chasing.
And that doesn't win football games.
Yep.
Yeah, we did not win football games.
No.
We squeaked into the pity spot again. So
we didn't.
4 years in a row?
Yeah, it's 4 years in a row. And if the idea is we will get a generational talent, this is a win now move.
Yeah.
Right? This is not a future move. This is not forward looking. Right? We're going to go one contract on Michael Parsons. The idea is to make a run in this 4-year window. And we progressed nowhere. We still got the pity spot coming in.
Yeah.
So, and now we're down Romeo Doubs, who was one of our most reliable wide receivers. Right?
I tried to get him from you with some draft picks.
No. I sat on that guy for his entire career in Green Bay for this moment. Romeo Doubs is staying with me.
Not even a counter.
Nope.
Not even a counter offer.
No, that one is strictly because I told Chris about this when I first drafted, because Dobbs and Watson came out the same year, and I drafted them both. And then I had Malik Heath as well. And Chris was like, why do you have so many Green Bay wide receivers? Like, because we're not keeping all of them.
Yeah.
So someone's not going to be on this squad, but Green Bay develops wide receivers really well. So when Dobbs and Watson inevitably end up on different teams, I'll have wide receivers across different teams. So this is the strategy finally playing out.
Yeah, but it's really hard to develop those wide receivers when the quarterback is like
average.
Don't do it.
Yeah,
I'm
not. Like not even average. Like an average quarterback can use a better than average receiver and get first downs.
Life was better with Aaron Rodgers. You're right.
Yes.
Life was better with Malik Willis.
Whoa.
Yeah, what the heck?
You know how bad this one hurts? Because if Brian Gutekunst had actually done the crazy thing everyone talked about, sign Malik Willis to the deal that he got with Miami and trade Jordan Love, it would have been the most sensible move he's ever made. Keep on. This is the guy. Understand, like the Michael Parsons trade exists because we drafted Lucas Van Ness and he didn't pan out. You know who was still on the board when we drafted Lucas Van Ness? JSN. And we've been chasing wide receiver ever since then. So not only did we not take JSN, we drafted LVN, who we then had to trade 2 first-round picks to replace because he can't do his job and develop. Yeah. So if Brian Gutekunst had done one crazy-ass move and said, hey, when Malik Willis was here, because all Malik Willis ever did for us was win games. He did not lose when he played for us. I think we lost 1 game, and that really wasn't his fault. He played a hell of a game.
Yeah.
But when Jordan Love goes down the year before last, and we're like, oh, season's over, right? Malik Willis comes in and wins 5 games for us. So all he did for us was win and put on a show that got him a big contract, big-ish, in Miami. But Jordan Love's on like a $45 million a year cap hit. So if we could take a $20 million cap hit and move our space over there with a quarterback that can still win us games, who's proven he can win games, that would have actually made sense. Jordan Love, what's interesting about him is how, like, sometimes he shines. It's almost like he has, I think we've talked about this, but it's like the 2 angels on his shoulder, right? One is Brett Favre and one is Aaron Rodgers. And it's like, throw the most beautiful, like, pass ever. And the other one's like, throw the stupidest pick you can think of. And you never know what's going to happen. You know? He does need his legs a little bit more. And he needs better pocket presence. Malik Willis could have taught him pocket presence. That would have helped. But
Yeah.
to the point, he makes more money than he should for the play that we get out of him. I agree.
Yeah.
I just think that when you're supposed to be who he is and he's had time to develop, the young quarterback argument is gone. You know, you have players that are Sam Darnold's in a Super Bowl now. Okay. Like the development argument is over, right? We've got, who am I trying to think of? Anyway, young players, Drake May's in a Super Bowl, right? Drake May came out after Jordan Love, had less time to develop.
Yep.
But he's in a Super Bowl. So like,
but he's got Vrabel as a coach.
Well, yeah. And I'm not going to lie too. The GM,
I like him
in New England is Elliott Wolf, who is Ron Wolf's son, who used to be the GM for the Packers. And we picked Brian Gutekunst over Elliott Wolf when we got our new GM. So the whole thing's this one big angry circle that I have going on where it's like we had a GM that then went on, hired a coach that could win because Vrabel is eons beyond Matt LaFleur. Got a winning coach, built a winning team. Oopsie poopsie didn't make it, but now he's rebuilding and getting stronger. And we continue to just do these things. So,
Chris, I got to ask you, wouldn't it be fun to put a heart rate monitor on his ass when he talks about the freaking Packers? You know that blood pressure right now is so damn high. Because his face turned so damn red when he started talking about Jordan Love.
It's true.
True. You should see it in person, man. It is phenomenal in person.
I say here, I try not to yell when there's no cameras going on. Like it's full blown screaming. Like, why do we suck this bad? Why do you make these decisions? This year, I promise you, this year will be the first year since Brian Gutekunst took over where I won't be upset about what he does in the first round.
Yep.
Maybe last year. So, Matthew Golden was actually a pretty good pick. I wasn't upset about that. Never mind. I'll take that back.
Yeah, I love Matthew Golden. In Texas, he was amazing. But to answer your question, I don't care about the Micah Parsons trade. We stole everything from Green Bay with that trade.
They got 2 first rounders.
Yeah.
Yep.
And Kenny Clark, who is like my jersey, which that one really kind of sucked.
Yeah, had to get time for New Jersey.
Well, I got Tucker Craft. New Jersey. If you guys take Tucker Craft, I swear to God, if you fuckers take Tucker Craft, don't touch him.
Let me holler at Jerry real quick. Hey, Jerry. I know a guy who you can make his blood pressure stealing the hell out right now.
I might walk away from football if we traded Tucker Craft.
Oh, man. All right. Back into the fantasy talk here, since we've like going off the rails on this podcast.
It isn't off the rails.
You knew that was going to happen when you invited me, dude.
Yeah, absolutely. Let me ask you what the Michael Parsons trade. What do you think was going to go?
I had to. That was just
Where do you think that was going to go?
So you traded away the 101 this year.
Yeah.
I know you have a lot of draft picks coming up in this season. A lot of draft picks. What are you looking to build on for your roster?
Yeah, so I'm like I said earlier, I kind of spilled a little bit of my guts a little bit earlier when it came to the tight end position. I believe that is the position that holds excess points. I'm really looking to trade a few of them away to get a Matthew Golden. I would love to have Golden on my team. I tried to get him and Dobbs, and got shot down without even a response by whoever owns those guys.
Dobbs will never be for sale.
At wide receiver. And I'm really looking to pick up a quarterback. So, really, I'm going to be focusing. I really am going to be focusing a lot on the wide receiver position this year. The 3 that I really have my eye on right now may not last until my pick. If I'm being honest, because I think what am I 1-5 now?
1-7 is what you're at right now.
Yeah. So my 1-7. So just depending on what everybody else needs, there's not. I mean, who's going to pick up Fernando Mendoza? Is somebody going to pick him up with the 2nd or 3rd pick? Right? What's the needs? I haven't really looked at that, so I really haven't done my homework on what we're going to be. Usually, what are we at? Like 46, 47 days before the draft right now?
Yeah, we're getting tight.
Yeah, we might move that back a little bit.
Yeah,
maybe just
you need to do it on a Saturday, not a Sunday.
Can't. I work Saturdays.
U.S. Postal Service. Well, then we're gonna have to do it Sunday after 4:00.
After 4:00 p.m.
Yeah.
So it'd be a Sunday night draft for us, Rob.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Nah, we might be able to make that work.
Yeah. It's like 7 p.m.
I can't do another
7
draft
p.m. on
at
a
work.
Sunday.
Yeah, I
might be able to make that work.
I just can't do another draft at work. They don't like
I support it. I'm good with it.
Yeah. It's the moving across country. I don't know if I'll be completely set up to do a draft a week after I get back there or 2 weeks after I get back there.
Room. You'd be fine. I'm gonna be peeking over
too.
your shoulder though.
I'm gonna hide in your son's room.
Hide behind the unicorn.
I'm gonna go down to your newly. I'm gonna go to your newly built office.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, they got an independent like internet connection down there too, so I couldn't even like tap in that way.
Bummer.
For me, not for you.
Oh, bummer for you.
Yep.
Yeah.
But looking at your roster, Robbie, you have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 draft picks.
Mm-hmm.
And sir, you have 1 empty roster spot. So you're going to have to make some cuts to your team.
Yeah.
Unless you can trade away.
Well, I'm going to do a little bit of I'm going to try to do a little bit of trading, but some of these people in our league are just kind of like, I don't know what they went on vacation or they just, whatever. But I want you to go down there and look at, because I don't have to make those cuts until the deadline, right? So I'll be able to add to it until the end of preseason, and then we'll have to cut down to the roster size, right?
Until the draft.
Until the
draft.
Oh,
your drafted players got to go somewhere. So,
yeah. There's if you look at my look at my bench. Look at my bench and look at how many of those players we don't even know who they are, right? What I do in the off season is I pay attention to what the coaching staff's saying about the players and what their potentials are, what their rookie years showed out, all these different things, right? Because who knows, right? I got Jack Beck on there, right? We know that he's going to be something for the Raiders this year. Is he going to be a WR2? Is he going to be a WR3? We know he's going to be something, right? Is he worth the cut? I don't know yet. Until all the dust settles right before the draft, I hold on to people that I've read some articles on, some things on, and then I'll start making my cuts, right? But a lot of those draft picks are going to be up for negotiation for people that need some draft capital that they need for me just to get a WR2, WR3, possibly another running back. I mean, I'm not ready to let go of Alvin Kamara yet. I'm not really ready to let go of Rachaad White, but if somebody wants that as a backup running back, I'm all for it. I got 3 kickers. One of them's going to go. I got Cam Little, right? Right?
Leg.
So yeah. So I'm going to keep that, right? And then I've got Evan McPherson.
Yep.
McPherson, and then so one of those I got to decide which one's going to drop, right? I'm only needing 2 kickers, so one of those is going to get dropped. So somebody's going to get to be able to pick up a good 79% plus kicker, right? Some people didn't have that last season, right? Because there I was holding on to 3 of them, But you're welcome. Like all you guys with your 5 quarterbacks and shit.
Trade a quarterback for a kicker.
Kickers are prime.
Brandon Aubrey. I mean,
well, send me Tyler Warren and Cam Little, and I'll send you Romeo Doubs
and Matthew Golden and a draft pick.
I'll send you Rashee Rice and Romeo Doubs.
See, that's the problem. See, you start talking sushi and then you shit on it.
What do you want for
Rashee Rice?
Don't hate on Rashee Rice. He'll learn his lesson soon enough.
He's gonna punch somebody in the face and get out of the season.
Yep, easily.
He's not smart.
Nope,
he's not smart. But yeah, no, I fill those up when I start reading good articles and thinking that if they go legs, they might be trade bait. Because what you listen to Stephen A. Smith. I don't know which one who listens to Stephen A. Smith. He's hard to listen to sometimes.
I try not to.
But when he goes down rabbit trails for up and comers and things that he saw in the offseason, usually he's spot on. Things that he sees that he can talk through with other people. And Scott Van Pelt does the same thing, right? He looks at things like, hey, there was moments of genius here. How do they capitalize on this? Is this team paying attention to this, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I listen to that. I look at it. I pick them up for $1. If they don't pan out, I wasted $1.
Mm-hmm.
Right? If I can trade it out later, who knows? I mean, look at if you look at the wide receivers, if you look at the running backs that have been moved just in this free agency.
Yeah.
All it would have taken. Look, how come Jaden Blue didn't end up somewhere?
Because
Why
Tyler
is he
Algier
still
was out
backing
there.
up
Yeah.
Javonte Williams? Right. The guy's good. He's good, so that's why I've got him on the roster. Now that's trade bait. What happens if Javonte Williams goes down second game of the season? Heaven forbid, knock on wood, that doesn't happen. But I got a solid backup there. Well, somebody might want a solid backup. Somebody might need that, right? So I'm just looking. I got to get my wide receiver room right. I gotta pick up one more running back that can be my running back 3 that I can slide in for um, uh, bye weeks and stuff like that. I got to look for some things. So I'm all I do is I stack it so that I can look and see what I need. Really no rhyme or reason. Plus, it looks really, really cool to have all those people on there. Knowing that I got 9 draft picks. I tried to give 2 away to our boy Rob here, but he ignored me.
That makes sense. So speaking of trades, I know we touched on it a little bit earlier with the whole looking at, what's good for my teams, also what's good for your team. Just trying to make that. Do you prefer in a trade? Do you want to make it fair, or do you want to outright win the trade?
No, I think for the league to be successful, we have to look out for one another too, right? I think there's both things can be true at the same time. Just because I want Matthew Golden and Romeo Dobbs doesn't mean he doesn't need a Tyler Warren and a Cam Little, right? He still needs to be successful in order to keep the league very competitive, right? So in order to keep the league competitive, unlike you this last season, where you ran away with so much, your point spread was bullshit, right? Like you weren't trading to be fair. You were hoarding to hold others back, right?
Yeah, Chris.
Your bench points were higher than my points.
I have nobody on my bench. What are you talking about?
Your hatred of your bench is insane.
Yeah.
Have you seen my bench?
I saw it last year.
Yeah.
It was horrible.
But like these people that they have on the bench that are putting up 15 to 20 points a game that are never seeing a start, and people aren't trading off on those. Like, come on, help somebody else be successful in the league. Maybe they're not going to win as many games. It doesn't hurt you because you only play that other person twice a season. Help them be competitive, and I don't think we do that enough.
I think, and again, maybe I'm biased, possibly.
Imagine that.
I do my best to make it to where it improves my team, but also helps your team.
Yeah.
Like, I don't try to screw somebody over. Like, oh, give me, I don't know, Patrick Mahomes for Anthony Richardson. Like, I don't try to make those trades.
Yeah.
It's like when we did the trade that we just made for the 101. We went back and forth. I didn't want to give up Breece Hall. I offered Trey Benson. You didn't want Trey Benson. And this was before James Conner re-signed his deal and Algier got there. So you have to have that back and forth. Except for Rob. I declined Rob right away.
So fast.
After he made his last trade. Because he was trying to get the 101. No, I wasn't.
Yeah. Well, I'll be honest. I was really, really, really wondering when the first trade to me was going to come on for that 101. The fact it took so long for it to come out was crazy to me. Usually it's right after the Super Bowl. Robbie's got the 101. Here's what I want. Here's what I need for next year. What is it? 2 weeks after the Super Bowl, 3 weeks after the Super Bowl, then you're talking like, hey, let's start looking at this. I was so surprised, right? Because usually it's that 101, especially when you got somebody like Love or Jeremiah Love coming out of Notre Dame, that you're like, hey, you know what? This potentially could be the next Jahmyr Gibbs.
Yep.
It potentially could be Alvin Kamara when he was young, right? We don't know because he's never been popped in the mouth. We don't know what he's going to be able to do. And what, yeah, he's taking some big hits. I mean, I'm not going to take anything away from him, but he plays for Notre Dame. He doesn't play anybody, right?
Yep. But what happens football, that makes sense.
So what happens when you get to the NFL and you're carrying that ball 25 times a game and you're getting smacked in the freaking mouth every time you carry it? I don't see him having that durability. So, but he might.
Yep.
And so that's that gamble. But I expected people to come at me really, really fast with some pretty crazy freaking trades. The thing that gets me though is how many trades I've had to decline when it comes to Luther Burden. Right. Every one of the trades that's come at me for the most part in the past couple of weeks that I've declined has been Luther Burden for some nobody. I'm like, did you not watch the season?
I will
go they back moved on from DJ Moore specifically because they trust in Luther Burden.
Yeah.
When we did the trade, I almost said, give me Luther Burden and the 101.
Yeah. And you were never going to get that.
Yeah. And so it's just like, but that's the thing. Like, and that's going back, like Rob always asked me, previous years, like, how do you get these trades done? Right, Rob?
I mean, there's some where I swear you're fleecing people.
But it's like I reached out to Robbie in a private message before I even sent a trade offer, was like, would you be willing to trade the 101? What would it take? And that's where I think this podcast helps, getting everybody to know each other and being in the group chat, messaging people like, you can just click on the button and send them a private message. And that helps for the trade aspect, in my opinion, is to build those relationships.
Well, I think we're seeing a lot more of that now, Chris. I think with the way the banter and everything going on in the chat is more people are. I mean, we saw a massive spike in trades last year.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Compared to the first,
especially if you talk about trades on the podcast, immediately trades start working, right? I think one of my genius holds was Jalen Naylor, right? Being like, you gotta love the fact that this kid is the WR3, playing 70-something% of the snaps, waits his turn, and now he's going to the Raiders, and he's going to have the opportunity to potentially be a WR1. I thought the kid's route running was fantastic. I think his hands are incredible, and I got to sit on him for a season just to see what the expectations were, or 2 seasons to see what the expectations are going to be. And now I got the potential. I mean, so I'm not hurting as much as I thought I was when it comes down to my wide receiver room.
Yeah.
But I don't have a solid number one. That's why those nine draft picks. That's why I've got those. If I got to give 3-4 draft picks for a solid number one, I may do so.
Okay.
Right. If they move up to like 104, there's going to be a real solid wide receiver right there.
I just don't know if he'll wait till 7.
1 of 3.
Cornell Tate.
Honestly, I'm not even going to lie. There's like a lot of talk around a bunch of the wide receivers, and I think one of them is better than all of them.
Yeah. I don't know. I think Sadiq is going to be a diamond in the rough for somebody. He'd look really good in the Charger uniform, wouldn't he?
Yeah.
Chargers.
Great. They need a guard. That's all I'm going to say. We need offensive line, protect Herbert.
Why did you guys not go after him in free agency, man? There were so many offensive linemen.
I don't know.
And I'm like, what are the Chargers doing, taking the week off? Like, what the hell?
I don't know. I don't know.
I'd say it was a clear need. There's no like question about what your line needs.
Yeah. It's an obvious need for Herbert to be successful. And you sat on your hands. I mean, even the Raiders. Yes, the Raiders had ungodly amounts of money to go after it. But going after Linderbaum was the smartest thing you could possibly do. Not only does that to me, he's arguably the second best center in the NFL. And that's up for debate. But I think the guy's great, right?
Yeah. He's a really good center.
But Genty's going to have a hole. And then you continuously build around that. Like you're showing Genty that he's got value, that you're listening, and you're jumping on it the first day of the trade dead or of free agency. Like that just makes so much sense to me. And then you have other teams that never showed up to the table for anything in free agency. The Chargers, who'd they get in free agency?
My only thought of them not addressing it is there weren't any free agents that fit Mike McDaniel's offensive scheme. That's the only thing I could think of.
It's a blocker.
That's all I could think of. I know. Trust me, I know.
Like, think about this. This is what's crazy. To the point of the Raiders going out and getting Linderbaum, like they're going to draft Mendoza. They are protecting a quarterback they don't have.
I mean, and the Chargers got Biotish. We got Biotish. Biotish is a top 5 center in the league.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree with that.
He's a top 5 center in the league.
We got hold 2 stud tackles rushing.
We got 2 stud tackles. Slater and Alt at tackle, good. I don't like Cole Strange is a guard. I think he's just mediocre at best. Trevor Penny never panned out. He'll probably be great in the run game. Sucks for pass blocking. But we'll see. I mean, I hope Ione's there. I hope Pregnon's there. Something.
Someone.
You know, it's really. You know, it just dawned on me. I've never watched a damn Chargers game. I don't even know who the hell you're talking about. Like I'm sitting here thinking like these guys who? I know that name. Great.
It's because all they showing on your cable channels is Cowboys.
No, bro.
I forgot you got 49er games on.
Even watching Red Zone, you don't see them that much anymore, Chris.
Yeah,
no, I know. Not last year.
I see their defense.
The only time you ever see the Chargers on a highlight is when Herbert does something spectacular, which is like once a game.
The one runaround play where he did survive.
Yeah, where he got outside the tackles and he made something happen. Like you really just don't see them.
No, it's because last year was just ass.
Well, remember when LaDainian Tomlinson was there? It was every other highlight. Every time.
It's because he was the best running back in the league.
Yeah, he's really
so why he's a Hall of Famer?
He's really good.
But we'll see. It'll be interesting to see what happens with the NFL draft.
Yeah.
The Cowboys need to address a little bit more in their defensive backfield.
Yeah, which brings me to what I wanted to talk about. Right, remember I told you before this. So here's my theory as to why the Dallas Cowboys will never win a Super Bowl until Jerry Jones is gone. Do we remember back in 1996 after they won that Super Bowl and Jerry gave the big FU to the NFL and said, we are not selling Bud Light anymore. We are selling Miller Lite. We're going to take hundreds of millions of dollars out of the NFL's hands and we're going to do our own thing and I'm going to keep that money. I think he sold his soul to the Miller Lite devil and the NFL said, then you are never getting a bowl.
Got it. NFL said hurt.
Okay. All over beer.
Yep.
Well, think about what a beer costs at a freaking game.
I know.
Yeah.
You just took $22 a visit.
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy, but like I don't ever remember one-sided officiating from the time I watched the Cowboys until now as being as one-sided as it is in the fourth quarter. And don't take my word for it. Go back and watch last season's Cowboys games against the first game of the season against the Eagles. Go watch the one-sided crap when the flags start popping. When it's 3rd and 2, we pick up 7, and there's some mystery holding that the guy's been doing all game, and all of a sudden you just now caught it. You just now caught it. He's been holding him all game, and you just now decided to screw the Cowboys. That's what you see every game, and I all think it's over Miller Lite, which ain't even a good beer, bro. It's terrible.
It's a beer.
Yeah, which is all that matters.
Well, to your point, though, it's kind of interesting to talk about officiating. Back to the Dez didn't catch it game. There was a call.
He caught that ball.
But there was a call early in that game. Something about like somebody was running to the huddle too slow or something like that. Do you remember that call? It was the most random thing I'll have to look it up. But it was so random. I've never seen it before. I've never seen it since. And it was some random one-off, like 10-yarder. And I'm like, what even is this like call? I mean, it benefited us, so yippee. But to the point of like receivers catching it, if you want to go back and watch like that one time, like Jared Cook like caught that ball on the sideline, that's what a catch looks like.
That's all
hey man,
yeah.
You know we're the only 7 seed to ever win a playoff game? The Packers are the only 7 seed to ever win a playoff game. Who would we be?
You know, I was going to ask you.
Got 5 rings.
I was going to ask you.
Our coach.
I was going to ask you who your league rival is. I figured you'd say me, but I think we found a new rivalry.
I think we found it.
Oh, yeah. Yep. The Booby Bowl. The Booby Bowl. Everybody looks forward to that.
Yeah, we found the new rivalry of the league.
Yeah. That's awesome.
So
what are you thinking about the league punishments?
Oh, man. So here's what I'm thinking next year.
All right, send it.
Next year, you have what I'd like to see is you have to mail out just like Christmas cards, but I'm a fucking loser card to everybody in the league so that they can post it up on their walls and their man caves behind it so that you have to prove that you can show them, hey, you're the fucking loser. And we all have it like a Christmas card. That's what I'd like to see.
Oh my God.
I like that one.
You have to, you just go get it professionally done. Even if it's your wife doing a nice little picture of you looking pathetic in your least favorite team's gear, which probably everybody gonna wear Chargers shit. But like, you know what I mean? Like, that'd be me wearing San Francisco 49er crap, right? Like I'm not.
That'd be half the league.
Yeah,
half the league would be wearing Charger or 49er stuff.
I've never really been, with the exception of like Marshawn Lynch and Richard Sherman, like ever really cared about the Seahawks that much.
Mm-hmm.
But watching this last season, wasn't that freaking awesome?
It was a good team.
No.
It was a really.
It was a good team.
Look,
it was a good team. They were a good team. Sam
Darnold has been shit on since he got in the league.
Yep.
And he never gave up and he persevered. Like that to me is like the storybook. And that's the next generation of Kurt Warner. Like
USC quarterback.
That's all right. That's all right.
He got one.
Yeah, he got one.
He did what Matt Leinart couldn't.
Yeah.
Well, look at where Matt Leinart played.
Okay, he did what Carson Palmer couldn't. Whatever.
Yeah. Look where Carson Palmer played.
Look at Kyler Murray. Like, didn't he go to the Vikings?
Yep.
Yes.
If he can't do it with the Vikings, he really is done.
But who's sitting out there saying, "Hey, I watched game film and I think he can win for us"? Like who made that decision?
The same team that traded Sam Darnold after he took him to the playoffs. You can't question what the Vikings do because they don't make sense.
But we just the Cowboys picked up in free agency. We got Sam Howell.
Yep.
Like he's available.
I like Sam Howell.
That is a gunslinger.
Mm-hmm.
That is as a backup quarterback, that's a gunslinger that can see over the offensive line.
There's that.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
He's available. He's just as good as Sam Darnold, in my opinion.
Sam Howell's good.
Might be a popular opinion, but he's got the same fundamentals. He's a game manager. So your offensive coordinator is going to get to tell him what to do, and he's going to execute. We get him as a backup quarterback to Dak Prescott, which I know you guys don't think very highly of Dak, but I think the guy's
a great quarterback.
He's a top 10 quarterback.
I think 5. But that's been. I mean, you're a Chargers fan. Nobody can take you seriously when you make that face. Like,
not even putting Justin Herbert in there, I could name 5 quarterbacks better than Dak.
I'm sure you could. One doesn't have a blown out leg.
Yeah, it's still 5.
There's still 5. Dak, I don't know, man. He had a hell of a year.
I mean,
Dak is a top 10 quarterback.
Okay, Chris, to this point, to how good I think Dak actually is as a quarterback, you've played in redraft with me for about a decade now.
Yes.
When have you ever seen me draft a quarterback before the last round or the second to last round?
Maybe twice.
When was it? When did I draft Dak this year?
Yeah.
5th round.
Yeah, I agree. Yep.
Yeah, he changed my strategy
every game.
Yeah. Again, he's a top 10 quarterback. Why is it such a big thing with this league? When I say, why is it like a hot take for Dak as a top 10 quarterback?
No, it's not.
Or Puka is better than JSN.
Because it's so much fun to fight with you, Chris. That's why.
No, I have fun with the fights. I have no problem with that. Bring it on all fucking day.
In your voice. Well, I say he's a top 5. The numbers show that he's a top 5. You come back with, he's a top 10, arguably. And I'm like, no, that's condescending as hell. He's a top 5.
It's not condescending.
Yeah, just because you just don't want to agree with Robbie. You don't want to agree with Rob.
I agree with you more than anybody else. Shut up.
That's a top 5. We all agree.
I'll punch you in your kidney.
Hey, I still got 2 of those.
You won't when I'm done with you. But
I like that league punishment idea, though. That sounds really
that's
fun.
a great one.
That's a really good one.
Then you'll have it forever, right? So anytime you got to pull it back up and said loser, which could possibly be me, have to come back on the podcast and be like, here. Yeah, I just thought that'd be cool.
No, I like it. Rob, you got any questions for Robbie?
No, we've covered so much.
Not even looking at the script anymore.
It's so funny because you're like, you got any questions? And I had planned to keep it to the end and be like, this is going to be the funny one. But like Robbie handed it off so fast because I'm going to be like, did Des catch it? But here we are.
Yeah. I know who my nemesis are. And Rob, so like, I actually watch the podcast, like I said earlier, I watch it. And you are such a petty bastard. That I know that you're going to come in at me with some bullshit that's going to hurt my soul. And I know that because you're that petty, right? So yeah. Now, Jordan Love's arguably a I'd say top 56 quarterback.
Top 56?
That's what you're stuck with.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. I know backup's better than him, but that's what you're stuck with. So, no, Des caught that. Without a doubt.
Oh, man.
There wouldn't be
Top
controversy if it wasn't a
56.
catch.
It goes Colin Kaepernick, Jordan Love. I get it.
Yes. You get it.
Oh, God.
He better have a good season.
Awesome.
God damn it.
Oh,
if they use
forward to
Matthew
your
Golden
guys'
like
matchup.
they're supposed to, I think he can have a much better year. That dude is a freaking titan, and he showed that in that playoff game. Matthew Golden, if they actually utilize him, I think that Jordan Love can have a much better season.
If you go back to the college games, go back and watch some UT games when he caught more than 6 passes. Just go watch it. When he's on and he's rubbing his hands together coming out of the huddle and he's splitting out, you don't know that he's getting the ball or not, but his route running is so pristine and he's not afraid to take a shot. And that's why Texas loved him. And that's why he got drafted. Wide receivers, you say they get developed there. I think they get underused in Green Bay.
Right now, for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because you've got Dobbs, you've got Matthew Golden. You drafted this young man to make a difference. You got to get him the goddamn ball to make that difference.
That was a gripe all year from Green Bay, was that, like, why did we take this guy in the first round? Because when we drafted him, like, to be like, I was there. But I was there. I lost my freaking mind when they said his name. Because I was like, oh, my God, it's going to be Matthew. Like, let's go. Right?
Yeah.
And then to watch the season and watch him not get utilized at all was insane to me.
Because what did he run at the combine? Wasn't it like a
4.43? Yeah. So between like enough speed.
It was a 4.3 something.
Enough
speed,
he
was a 4.3.
Great route running, right? Incredible hands. Like if you said, go back and watch his UT tape. And like that's what Packer fans were spreading all season. Like, this is who we have.
As a UT fan, I watched almost every game when he was playing. And I was so hoping that he ended up with the Texans or with the Cowboys.
Right.
Because everybody in Texas loves him. Like you could make him the next, or you could have another conversation next year if they utilized him properly. I think Matthew Golden's better than Puka Nacua. You could have that conversation, but they don't utilize him correctly. Now, Puka's a beast. I'm not going to take anything away from him because he will go take a punch to the mouth and still catch that football.
Oh, yeah.
Matthew Golden, maybe he won't. But Matthew Golden's going to run past you and make you look stupid, but you got to get him the ball.
Oh, so we saw it in the playoff game, what he's actually capable of. He shook like 6 people, busted through a couple, and then stretched the ball out and got a touchdown. I'm like, oh, yeah, that's what we should have been using all season.
Yeah.
And with Dobbs leaving, maybe we see him more.
And let him go. Good point. Good point. I hope so. Because the kid's a talent.
Yep. He's an absolute titan.
Oh, man. Is it football season yet? I'm ready for this.
Yeah, I will say this is the downside to the league, Chris. Is it like football never ends for me? So it just ends up being this itch for so long.
Yeah.
Because this whole time we're like, just freaking get here. Then it gets here and then it ends and then we do the whole cycle again.
Yeah.
Yep. No, I'm ready for it.
I think with my trade with Chris, I'm a much better team going into 2026.
I think so.
Than I was. I think I'm a much better team. I think that was a great trade. I know I gave you shit earlier, but I think it was a great trade because you have the unknown out of him. If he wasn't playing at Notre Dame, if the boy was playing at Georgia, if the young man was playing at Texas A&M, if he was playing at a pop you in the face, I think arguably I probably wouldn't have traded. But because he played at Notre Dame, I mean, hell, even if he played at Wisconsin,
I just look at his talent.
Yeah,
look at the talent.
I mean, he's talented for sure, but I'm in the
Just look at the
same way,
talent.
man. I like
that. That's hard to. It's not hard to disagree with that, right? Just for the fact that look at Genty, he came from Boise State, not so much known for getting popped in the face until they got to the playoffs, and he was getting popped in the face and carrying those kids with him.
Yep.
So, yeah. So I'm anxious to see how it plays out. I think both of us scored pretty well on that. I rate that. I rate that an A-.
Yeah, I'd rate it solid. I'd probably go a solid A- for both of us on both ends.
Yeah.
I don't think there was. I don't think there was a winner in the trade. I think it was actually even across, personally.
So you were
but
saying, yeah.
just with the way my team's constructed, it made sense. With the way your team was constructed, it made sense.
Yeah, I needed an RB1 and I got him.
Yep.
So
I still think RJ Harvey's like a dog too.
Yeah.
That was a hard one. I needed a wide receiver last year, like really bad, and Quentin Johnston was doing super good. So I was like, all right, Chris, let's trade straight across. But man, that one hurt.
And the other issue that we forgot, I know we trying to get up out of here, but the other issue that we forgot is Bo Nix is going to have to learn that his legs aren't as good as they were in college. He's not as fast when you've got everybody else just as fast. He got hurt on a stupid ass play that cost them the chance to get to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
He got hurt on a dumb play because he didn't trust his running backs and receivers to get the first down. So what do we have now? Do they relook at this and say, hey, we can't really go without Bo Nix. We can't really run the risk of him being the next Michael Vick with an ankle injury every damn month. What we really need is our running backs to be those bell cow. And then did I score way ahead of this, right? Am I looking at it like, hey, I watched what happened in the season. Maybe they're going to rely a little bit further on their running backs like I think they should. And am I a genius? We don't know because the season ain't been played yet.
You're a genius.
Find out.
I think you're exactly correct.
See, I just look at it as you knock J.K. Dobbins all you want, which is fine. He's been hurt. He's been hurt every single year.
Just his longevity.
I will grant you that. He gets hurt every single year. But when he got hurt last year, he was running back 16.
Yeah.
Okay.
He was the go-to guy in that backfield.
Yeah.
And so if he can stay healthy and maintain that, that hurts RJ Harvey. At least for this upcoming season.
Sure, but RJ Harvey was year
probably
one,
not.
But I mean, they didn't sign him to a long deal. It's 2 years for J.K. Dobbins, right?
That's what I'm saying. For this year going into it, coming off the championship this past season, I want to go back and be the champion again this season.
Ooh.
I have no picks other than the 101. So obviously I'm all in this year.
Yeah.
So this is my hope. Dobbins stays healthy. Jeremiah Love comes in to a good team, does at least what Genty did last year. Genty finishes a top 12 running back.
Mm-hmm.
If Love can finish as a top 12 running back, I'm solid.
And where did Breece Hall finish?
Remember? 6. Wait, I can tell you right now. Hold on. Let me pull it up.
Got the stats
no,
like
I'd closed down a lot of tabs. So, where we
that's
at?
kind of what I'm looking at. Where does this pick immediately make your team the same or better? Because picking up the 101 immediately replaced Breece Hall, and I just don't see that.
That's what I kind of like alluded to when we were talking about the trade initially. I was like, I think you've hurt yourself here for an unknown.
I think eventually he could be.
Right? Sure, but then like Chris has talked multiple times about 2027 being his rebuild year. And so right now he's all in the push. And so it's like if you get a rebuild early and you've hurt your chance to push, like have you benefited yourself? Yeah. What if Jeremiah Love gets into a spot where it's like, hey, we're going to develop you. And he plays, say, like a Bichelle Tootin does or something. So you're getting a 500
I don't see
yarder.
that, though.
No, I don't either. I'm just saying.
Yeah. I don't think you sell the farm and go get Jeremiah Love.
21. Sorry.
21. Yeah. Behind the Jets line that they just improved.
Yep.
That they just improved. Arguably, they just improved, right? So, yeah, and all of my running backs finished like 30.
Yeah, you definitely improved your team. Definitely.
So, yeah.
But again, so let's just say Jeremiah Love finishes at RB 24. So an RB2.
Okay.
You got Genty, much improved behind that Raiders offensive line.
And a much
Genty will
team.
finish high. Yeah, he'll finish a lot higher than he did last year, and he was RB12.
Yeah. Don't you have Brock Bowers too?
I have Brock Bowers too.
Oh, he's got a lot of faith in the Raiders.
I do too. Tom Brady is doing the right things there.
Again,
that's wild. Tom Brady knows football.
If Christian McCaffrey stays healthy, if he stays healthy, we've seen what he's done every time he stays healthy.
Yeah,
he's very good.
But that's the whole thing about the 49ers, though. 30% of their team was out 80% of the season.
Yep.
What is wrong with them?
Which is why his efficiency was crap.
Yeah.
No strength and conditioning.
No, no Brandon Ayuk, right? No Ayuk anymore. Where'd he go?
He's still technically there.
Yeah, but nobody wants him.
They haven't cut him yet.
Yeah. So I mean, Ricky Pearsall. I mean, I understand the kid gets shot in the chest, but you still can't put up 100 catches. Nope. That was a year ago.
Yeah.
Like
he has not developed into the first rounder he's supposed to be. I still think he's good, but
so CMC is going to have to be the workhorse again. And you get rid of Brian Robinson Jr., you send him on his way. So to me, Christian McCaffrey should be catching 25 balls out of the backfield.
Yeah.
He should be he shouldn't be running up the middle anymore.
Which is
but you took that ability out.
If you'd listened, if you'd read the group chat last night, I said Christian McCaffrey is the top running back in the league. What people piled on about is, well, he's not the best rusher in the league. I never said he was the best rusher in the league. He is the most well-rounded, versatile running back in the league. Period.
Yeah, he's explosive. He's got more talent than a lot of other people.
He's the best receiving. He's the best receiving back in the league.
Yeah.
He is arguably top 10 pure rushers in the league. Combine those two. How many running backs in the history of the NFL have gone for 1,000? 4. CMC's done it twice, almost did it a third time this past year.
Okay.
Didn't Bijan?
Now he's what,
Bijan was right behind him. He was like 900 receiving, wasn't he?
No, Bijan had like 5 something in receiving.
No.
But how old is CMC?
31 or going to be 31.
Okay. I thought he was older than that. Okay.
I'm checking this.
Just type in 2025 all-purpose yards.
He had 820 receiving yards.
Okay.
1,478 rushing yards.
Yeah. And Chris McCaffrey had 1,200 and something rushing yards and 924 receiving yards. With 102 catches.
Just on the record, since we're on this podcast, anybody wants to trade Bijan Robinson for some draft picks? Like, I'm your boy. Like, I got 9 of those things, and I'm willing to give up a lot
Derek,
for Bijan. You need some help. Right here. Like, hit me up. Tell me what you want. I got you.
Yeah.
So a hell of a running back.
I love that guy.
So Bijan had basically 300 yards more rushing, 100 yards left receiving.
So 200 more all-purpose yards.
Yes.
With a better yards per carry and a better yards per catch.
But he also had a healthier team, too.
Yeah.
I mean,
you look at
the difference.
Let's talk about the quarterback situation in Atlanta and say it's a healthy team.
Hold on. I didn't say
you said he had a healthier team.
Compare the 49ers' health to Atlanta's health. Who's a healthier team?
Atlanta. Well, that's actually an advantage for Christian McCaffrey because they didn't have anybody else to go to.
Because the whole defense focuses on Christian McCaffrey.
No, Mac Jones came in and lit it up.
But you look at Christian McCaffrey's stats with George Kittle in the game and when George Kittle's not in the game,
right?
There's a drastic difference there because Kittle is by far and away the best blocking tight end in the NFL.
Dude, George Kittle's so good at football.
By far and away.
Yeah, he's on the trade block too for Bijan Robinson. Just
trust me, it'd be worth it, except for that whole blown Achilles. That scares me.
Quit telling all you know.
But yeah, no, it's the group chat's fun. Jimmy and Michael are my nemesis. Nemesis.
It's the week of new rivalries.
Yeah, pretty much. But it's fun. I like to banter. I'm glad you're enjoying the league. I'm glad you're enjoying the podcast. Great to finally have you on here, buddy.
Heck yeah. Love to do it again sometime.
Yep. Once I'm settled back in South Carolina, you have to convince Lindsay to let you get away. Well, I'll go out and have some beers.
Yeah, we'll do something.
Smoke a brisket, have some beers.
Hey, I happen to know a guy that can smoke the hell out of a brisket.
There's two of them also on here, so all three of us can smoke a brisket.
We just test it out.
I actually am better at smoking pulled pork than I am briskets. I've only done a couple briskets, but
when you get here, Chris, you just show me all the meats that you can smoke, and I'll let you know which one your best is.
Okay, we'll do that.
Yeah, I'll taste test. I'm good at that. Yeah.
Yeah, and then we'll switch it, and you can do that.
There you go.
Yeah, but anyway, boys, we're at an hour 35 minutes, so
Rob talks too much.
Yeah, Rob talks too much. Hey, man, Cowboys are coming to Lambeau this year, so we'll have some shit to talk soon. We got to fix that 40-40 tie. That was some horse shit. I would have rather Matt LaFleur spiked that ball into the ground and lost than done that.
Yeah. That's last season, though. I'm ready to talk a whole new pile of shit.
Yeah. We're going to have time.
So, Robbie, you going to go 6-0 this year against Rob?
I think I already am 6-0. This is
you're 5-0.
Didn't I play him twice in the playoffs?
Well, I'm not regular season. We're not counting playoffs.
he done regular season. He's 6-0 if you count the playoff win.
Yeah, 6-0 if you count the playoffs. 5-0 in the regular season.
The odds are in my favor now.
This season,
huh?
Are they?
Well, I can't lose them all.
You have.
I can't lose forever.
You are.
So I'm looking at Fantasy Genius at the rivalries tab, and it's like, oh, Robbie's 5-0. Average points of 123.1 points.
That's pathetic.
Rob, you've averaged 87.5.
87, we're getting better. You're in trouble, Robbie.
87.5.
We're improving.
Good luck, Charm. Yeah, let's go.
I just shit the bed every time I play you.
I love it. It makes it fun.
Oh, that's amazing.
Chris has players that score 87 points.
I know. But here's the funny part, right? Like, you talk so much. I'll win this one hands down. Like, no, like you guys on the podcast were sitting here like, oh, Rob, yeah, no way I'm whooping his ass. I'm like, that's what you keep saying, but you never show up.
And yet.
And then I'm watching the Monday night game with the shit-eating grin from ear to ear, being like, he's got to fucking, he got to have to talk about this on the podcast. I can't wait to see it.
Well, we shit the bed again, team. As I told Chris, my name's Show Me Your Tets, but it should be I Showed My Ass, because that seems to be what I did this whole last season for sure.
For sure.
Good Lord.
That's awesome.
We really can't get worse this season, so.
I just want to make the playoffs and win a couple games, y'all.
I was so excited. I was like, hey, man, we won 3 times as many games as we did the year before. If we do that again, we're champs.
I don't see much love in the future with that quarterback y'all got.
That's why I got Trevor Lawrence.
Pardon the pun.
That's why I got Trevor Lawrence. Yeah. I know. I love Jordan Love, like, as a player, but my gosh, it's hard to
He doesn't fit the scheme, man.
It just doesn't. Something's not clicking. So
it almost sucks having players that you love on your fantasy team.
Yeah, it hurts.
It really does. It's pretty brutal.
Mm-hmm. Enter Christian Watson.
Yep. But with that being said, guys, thank you for joining us tonight. Rob, thank you for coming again, as always. Robbie, glad you could join us. Now we just have Keith, Tyler, and Christian. Those are the last 3 to get on here. So it's been fun, and we'll try to do one in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And then after that, we'll be taking a little hiatus while I move across country.
Yeah, well, that'll be a fun one to figure out.
Be safe doing that.
Yep.
Yeah.
So With that being said, you guys, hope you enjoyed meeting Robbie. It's been fun. My brother from another mother.
You damn right.
And we will talk to you all next time. Have a good night, guys. See ya.
Later.
Bye.